Hey there, Vintage Magic fans. It's Daniel Chang with VintageMagic.com, and today is a special episode. Wanted to discuss some of the highest grade alpha cards in the world. Some of these cards have all been sold, and wanted to show you guys some of the cards before they're out to the proud owner. So, first card is probably the most important one out of all of them. Here is the Alpha Mox Ruby BGS 10 Pristine. Okay, so for those of you who do not know about BGS, they are the most trusted graded company out there for the Magic cards. There's also another company called PSA, which is also a trusted company, but in terms of Magic the Gathering, Beckett Grading Services, or BGS, is the most trusted out there. And what's special about them is they have 4 distinct subgrades in which when they grade their cards. So centering, corners, edges, and surface. So what makes the Alpha Mox Ruby so special? Well, first off, it's one of the Power 9. It is very challenging to get any alpha card 9.5, let alone 3 subgrades are 10 and 1 are 9.5. The only card that could be better than this, if there was an Alpha Mox Ruby one day that gets all 10. So that would be called a black label BGS card, which there are none in existence. So this card itself is very special. I believe in the population there's 1 Alpha Black Lotus, 2 emeralds, and that's it. Those are the only Power 9s. I think it's 1 Mox Pearl also. Might be 2 emeralds or 2 rubies. One of those. And then there's no, there's only 1 9.5 Mox Jet and 1 9.5 Mox Sapphire. Alright, next one we have here is the Brain Geyser. This card is not extremely hard to find mint, but it's very challenging to get this card centered. I've seen copies with a little bit of print dots. This is balanced subgrades. That means it's all the same subgrades as the overall grade, and it also has pristine 10 centering. Next we have the awesome Hive, for those of you who like the Hive. Some people call this like a crappy rare, but you know, I like the card. Yeah, it's not it's not a card people play with, but again, pristine centering, all 9.5s. Next we have another Power 9 card. This is the highest grade Alpha Time Walk in the world. Alright, so what's so cool about the Alpha Time Walk? Well, it's one of the Power 9 cards, and alpha cards, there's about 1,100 of them, rares in the world, and this is one of them. And of all the ones graded, this is the highest grade. Very funny, because this card actually is very easy overall to get centered. So there's actually a lot of, quite a bit of 9.5s in the population, but out of all of the 9.5s in the world, this one has the best subgrades out there. My favorite painting too, out of all of the cards. The Power 9. Next we have the Time Vault. Yep, Time Vault is considered, some people, a Power 10 card. What that means is it might be considered one of the, you know, powerful cards out there if there was a Power 10. Some people consider the Library of Alexandria one of the Power 10 cards. Time Vault is interesting because on this top edge, sometimes there's like a print dot that's pretty big and sometimes small on the edge. And this one, you know, you can tell there's no print dot. It's usually in the black border on the top. This card is nicely centered. A really great example. I believe there's only 3 of these in the world. Today is also May 1st. Happy May Day 2015. Next we have the second highest graded Alpha Mox Sapphire in the world. Now, this card is the most challenging of them all. There's no PSA 10. There's only one 9.5 BGS. And the reason why is this print dot. Do you see this print dot right here? Every Mox Sapphire has that print dot. Now, I'm not talking about this little dust there, that print dot. Now, some of the Mox Sapphires have another print dot. There's another print dot, I don't know if you can see it, that's on the border right here. Alright, so the deal with the Mox Sapphire is that everybody, all the cards usually have this 8.5 subgrade. To be a beta launch. What that means is there's going to be about 500 or so items launched, and then there's going to be a ramp up of items, products, artwork. The site itself is a full-on site dedicated to eternal stuff in Magic. So it's not just vintage, it's also legacy. We'll have the widest selection of singles, very competitively priced. I mean, my goal really is the difference between our site and other sites is that we're kind of a membership site. So if you join as a member, an annual member, you'll receive a discount up to 12% off your entire order. That's right. So if you buy a $1,000 card, you get $120 off if you're a gold member, which is the highest tier. So it's a membership site. So while we're doing that, it's kind of like a Costco card in a way, where if you join our site, we want to pass along the savings onto you, especially to you players out there who are on a budget. We want to make sure that you guys get the cards for your decks without having to break the bank. So that's the goal with the site. For the store portion, we're going to have incredible listings of articles for members. So we're going to have player strategy articles, artist, investor, and collector articles, focusing on vintage and legacy, from writers who are top 8ers in Grand Prix to World Championship players, to investors and collectors all over the world who have really advanced collections. We're really excited to share all this with you at vintagemagic.com. Thanks for watching, guys, to another video. Hit subscribe. We'll have more videos coming up. And again, summer 2015, vintagemagic.com launches its brand new website. Thanks for watching this episode of some of the highest graded alpha cards in the world. Really excited to share more with you guys summer 2015. Take care, guys. Thanks again for all your business and support.